Street gas, gonna get us started.
Street gas, those trucks coming up next. Well, the first class out here tonight on the Southern Showdown. Buddy Motorsports right here in the home, right here at Millers Tavern. We go to finish up our season as the points pool tomorrow night. We'll be crowning some of them. 5 o'clock full time tomorrow. 5 o'clock full time will be tomorrow on Saturday. Way too much rain here on the Saturday night. Moved it over to a rain date. Looking to be 334.04. All right, Dodge fans, here's your chance. All right, get it all down. 254.48.
254.48.
254.4. All right, you see a green light on the sled.
That's 17.2 on the speed.
272.66. Coming out of North Carolina, Ashton Bateman. All the time. All right, Ashton Bateman got to be 334.
$356.08.
Street legal DOT tires. All right, Ford man, what do you think? I think it's already got it. I think it's already. I've seen Thomas pull before. Thomas, Aaron, Brian, don't bet against them. If it is ready, your starter will give a green flag. The end of the track will give a green flag. All right, Thomas Alfred, here we go. Services for all gas appliances. Hot water off-road. Located right here in Southern Virginia, leading store. Right now, bit out of the, I won't say the competition, but a little bit short on the cubic inches, one of the small blocks. That is about 440. Sam Thomas, come on! Where you at, Chevrolet fans? Let me hear you. For more information, give them a call. Look them up on Facebook. WK Cook LLC. Riverland Insurance, locally owned independent insurance agency with office out of Tappahannock. All right, Brian. All right, Chevrolet fans, here you go. Let him hear you guys. Gotta be 353.97. Kids and they're loving it out here tonight. Owner operator of Virginia Septic with the Chevrolet power. We'll see what the Chevrolet can work on. Right now, you've got a Ford engine number 105 and a Ford engine number 2. All right, here we go. 353.97 is what he's got to beat. Out here tonight, your 14. Top of the ball, Sportsman has a coach. I always said Bill Little, but if you're in that Motorsports out of coach in Virginia on the gate for me. Congratulations, Bill. I'm about the championship, but I know it's probably 4 or 5 years that you had with the Ford Ranger. Now, what carried that forward so tough? Ford Ranger, yeah, we love Ford. Well, here's the 6 o'clock to go. Out here tonight, I know a lot of guys that Ford out here tonight. Looking forward to number 1, a.k.a. Tinker, and your voice champion. Just in the 62-pound Outlaw. Anybody else you want to take? Yeah, I want to take my wife, Diane, Larry, Stevie, Ryan, Dylan, Diane, everybody broke out there. And my son-in-law and my daughter are helping fools and same on the weekend. They call it off. Well, I know I saw it on Dad. There's a switch up there. It's either off or wide open. Now, we can see that every time. It's wide open up with me. So I get it.
We bought that.
There's so much to the engine. They've got to run the 466 cubic inch. A little bit on the injection pump, fuel delivery, but they all have to run the same type. Kelly right out of Tappahannock. Been pulling since back in the late 80s on his International 826. One of his sponsors, A-Lip Hose and Fitting. And he just easing on all. 300.33 at a speed of 14.2, so he's staying on the speed. And he's keeping it 300.33.
So we're good there too, in the leader marker right there. So we are set. It does when you start working on things and they have a 466 motor. A little bit more parts make things work. John Deere might be a little disadvantaged, but there's another one out there with a whole lot of disadvantages. But right now, Southern Holler's going to be using all. With a speed not exceeding 14.5. His sister has got here. She will be filling next, coming up next. Sitting in the 5th place right now, very close. With Charlie having a little hiccup, might change some things in the hometown. Right now, Casey Martin on the tractor they call Daddy's Money. Right there at Arriva, Madison, Virginia, right in that area. You would on the haul-in trash, 1466. See if he can have a little bit of dragging rights in the trailer going home. Here's a good scenario or analogy you can figure out. Walking on the beach. He didn't come here for that. He's looking for the #1 spot. He's had a good run. 5 wins under his belt. He's looking for #6. Stay under the speed limit. Make a good smooth run is what he's looking for. Horsepower. Bill Simmons on the Foolish Pleasure, first on the hook. 11 foot down. They call the clear cut. If he can finish in front of Bob Simmons. Did not make any change, anything pulling, so he really still has two options. They just picked it right on up. That's Armstrong right there, man. These trucks are balanced out where you take all the weight off the rear, just barely tiptoeing, and put it out on the front, because the sled's going to put the down pressure on the rear tires. You try to move all that weight out. Things sound good. You know that the column's probably sitting up there at the end of the driveway. Tommy Henley on the all mixed up next on deck, then Alan Pope on the country pumpkin. Right there, Chris White is. Been pulling about 16 years or so. All right, guys, got to be 347.49.
slow, new ride. Sweet ride. Oh man, that thing, man, I'm gonna tell you, man. Money's in the motor, not in the paint. Right here in this class. Well, Bob had a little bit of trouble a couple weeks ago, dropped a cylinder over in Dillwyn, came back to Millers, got another motor put in it, and on the truck they call the old goat. But you know, we got 2 trucks left. It almost gets rain. All right, Dodge fans, here you go. Let him hear you. The old goat. For this year, John said, trying to get that thing to run long enough to let out a good run. He said, hook it up so I can get it. All right, here we go. Got to be 348.56.
Busted that tie rod, you can see it. Congratulations, Skylar Fant, on your win tonight, and David Whitley on your championship.
All righty, young lady, have a good night. Skylar Fant put her on the #1 spot. The Showtime.
number 2 spot. Tommy Henley on the all mixed up. Number 3, Philip Simmons on the first pleasure. Number 4 spot, David Whitley on the stroking. Number 5 spot. I'm sorry, 6. 5.
Now you're going to get up number 1, young lady in the class. Coming back to the number 4 spot in the points coming in tonight. And I know you're having the issues. Y'all are working on the truck. Saturday, today, working. But now, with the win tonight, the number 2 spot in the points. When I can Bob is actually the number 3 spot. Now you're going to check that out. You're going to get the number 3 spot. Congratulations out here on the Showdown Show. I know you're happy. I know we have a lot back here. I mean, I know you all have a good luck you had out here tonight. What makes you look like you get up and down the track?
I think it's also on the airstream service, but I want to give a big thank you to my husband Matthew, my granddad Thomas, and also a big thank you to Jeremy and the rest of the family.
I think it's been wonderful. Out here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to come back. And we'll finish in this category. And come on, we're here tonight.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
I'm looking down there.
Yeah, I got you.
You got it?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Will.
Yeah, buddy. Hey, congrats.
Out here tonight, picking up the championship. Come competitor. I will tell you, man, when I first started seeing the two looks at games, it's a joke. You wouldn't go on the morning I did. So I did this. So we went up to look at everything, and all of a sudden, David's coach has been working. And as long as it's not going to like to see, they don't buy a car. They work on themselves. They get a car. That's the old school right there. It's all you take at it. The old school. But tell us a little bit what's going on and do to help you make things run out of the track. I got to thank my wife, my dad, and my buddy who came here tonight. But it's a lot of long nights. You can talk and watch you get up and you were 4 a.m. and the next weekend, a lot of time spent, late nights, trying to get out here or you're going. But I think I got to use the year, 30 years that I've been on the point, and I'll let that pull it off, and it's very good for the guys. Yeah, it's not competitive, it's sort of come up here tonight. How can you number 4 or 5 points down to number 2? But you had a good run throughout the year, and they know what I understand, and that's why they're working in the work. We don't have a quarter. A new quarter in the family. Yeah, we got a baby coming in all Thanksgiving. So looking forward to that too. So everybody's happy. Yeah. Everybody's happy. But I know the guy Ken right there, he's been a long time for it. It just makes things work. Out here tonight, in your number 1 spot, as your champion in the quarter class, David Whitley, all the stroking Chevrolet.
Vehicle with the battery issue. Oh, he's got it up and running. Sharp looking tractor. Kenny Bogger on the rip and rip right now, sitting in your number 1 spot on the hook, and he's sitting in your number 1 spot. About 10 points ahead right now, but that can change altogether. Be able to pick that front end up and tote it somewhere around that first 75 feet. So all of that weight of that tractor is transferred to those rear tires for traction. All right, international fans, here you go. Kenny Bogger on the rip and rip. .97. 321.
leading this point. Could have to change up a little bit here tonight, figuring out what's going on. Serving the Richmond area for 100 years and expanded the tractor they call the family hooker. On the retirement checks. That'll give Hunter a little bit of time to maneuver around back in the back, get the tractor, get off of it, and try to hurry up. So we'll move Bill Morrison up, have to slow things down, have to put him up next on the tractor they call the retirement check.
in this class. Got to be 338.12.
International football number one spot at the point standing out here tonight. So we're just glad to have that driver run. It looks real good. And this guy has something to do with it. I tell you, they all come back down to the steering wheel and make it work. What makes that driver sit and get down the track? Well, the kid's going to hit on the wheel, but we'll be there. All he's going to do the whole while for 2 minutes. Well, this is going to be a sponsor to how to make this thing work and get it down the track. Our company is being on, Riverside Road, well, that's just wonderful. I know this guy right here, there's a lot of floors up in that area. When you think it's Madison and Orange, you make the red work out here tonight, but it's making you work out there truck more red and red. Put on the number one slide at the point champion, Kenny Walker, and all the red and red. Out here tonight, talking to Hunter Triplet. Put on the number one slide out here tonight, good one. And try to get everybody on the point. Just kind of look back a little bit, but have a good run tonight. One thing that Hooker. That's right here, you kind of tweak a little bit, and then see him come along a little bit more. Now, what is your drivers? You can take information off of one and move it into the other, and how you set it up, and how you drive it, about gear selection, or where you're going to run away. A little bit, but well, I could have one kind of stand up a little bit and kind of walk along a little bit. But other than that, you make the thing go down the track. This time you can act help me out to make this thing work. First, I'd like to say we're going to go and take these trucks. And then, we're order for putting all the money up, and I'm working, turn it over, and go trucks. So, are you saying that you're just a hired gun? How's your job? Out here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, booking on the number one spot. Out here tonight, Hunter Triplet.
National Sportsman earlier, they run wedge motors. These guys run Hemi, 650 cubic inch naturally aspirated Hemi. Kevin Scholes first on the hook. I could most times go down a list and tell you who's going to be right up in there. There'll be about 3 or 4 of them that could be contenders. There's 14 trucks in this class right here. Any one of these trucks could win tonight. I'm not exaggerating, I'm not helping the crowd. Any one of these trucks tonight, all right, guys, anybody on the finish line with a tractor sitting on the finish line, please move them out so we can get out. Mason got to beat 335.86.
.0 on the speed. My goodness.
Wesley Keys and the Black-Eyed Chevrolet got a win in Lancaster, Pennsylvania a couple weeks ago. Got to beat 348.56. Wesley Keys and the Black-Eyed Chevrolet. Green flag on the track. R.B. Moeller looking to beat 348. Jackson Kramer on the Supernatural Chevrolet. Guys, look at that truck. It's so light on the back, it won't turn. He's trying to turn it and it's crab on. It's amazing as to how light they can.
So right now, Jackson's hooking up. You got some tough competitors Grand National, and they're here tonight. They've been, you know, when you're talking about Ben Ellis on the Ben Champion, 2 times. Well, this truck right here on Friday night, I think it was Friday night, this truck finished up in the top 5 at Bowling Green at the big, what we call a Super Bowl. It's going to be close. And we got to get by. Tomorrow night, also going to be having the shootout on the Sportsman along with the Outlaw Brian Allen Truck Outfitter Outlaw 4-wheel drive class, along with the shootout in the National. This is the points class tonight.
3:45.67, 3:45.67. He's all smiles.
Last look in the class for the 6200 National 4-wheel drive. Still looking to beat Mason Brendan, who's had the third pull and laid down a pull of 348.56. R.B. Moeller. Second.
Davis and the Punisher. Your winner, Mason Brendan. Your champion, R.B. Moeller. There he is.
Mason Brendan on the cover. R.B. Moeller to the green, number 2. R.B. Moeller on the red rock, number 3. Peyton Davis on the Punisher, 4. Ben Ellis on the Benjamin, 5. John Richard Davis on the number 6 spot. 7 goes to Wesley Keys. 8, Jackson Kramer. 9, Matthew Fant. 10, Kevin School. 11, John P. Davis, Young Gun. 12, Will Hitchcock. You want to talk about technology? We got all the back here tonight, this has been a good around here. I want to tell you, there's no secret bullet. If it is, you got a little secret, because this girl right here has been definitely in the number 1 spot multiple times. But out here on the red rock, good run all year time, back and forth. Average 6 runs in the class. I heard you say, yeah, we can make things work, we can make things work. Then all of a sudden, yeah, we can. But out here tonight, that's the point champion, 2025. R.B. Moeller, out of Harrisburg, West Virginia. On the front, they call the red rock. Now, what goes on in the back? A lot of on the shelter. I tell you, that young man right there, he served around the wall. He laid it out there tonight. And I was intimidated. I was worried. Getting closer out there. But he had a great run. He had a lot of great runs all summer. We were neck and neck all summer. Had a great time. It's all about Franklin and back always. Custom and regular hell and everybody going different directions. It all works. But I will tell you, being consistent, making things work, you have a couple of wins throughout the season, putting the family out there in the number 1 spot. It's always good to be able to take home the championship. Once again, R.B. Moeller out here tonight, finishing up number 1 as your point champion in 6,200 National 4-wheel drive. Here we go. Out of Blue Ray, Virginia. 8 years of pulling. 1965 Ford F-250. At a 502 cubic inch motor.
Titled as a 65, it is in
Run up
fact
to
a
about a 505.
Jamie Wright's going to back off.
It's backing on out of the...
37 big block out of Luray, Virginia.
Looking for dirt. See if we can get it going this time.
Looking to beat 331.15.
This event is made possible by these sponsors. And we'd also like to take time to thank all of our WWPTV sponsors. Here's a couple of videos that we think you'll like. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button in the top left corner